We made our way through the rugged lowlands of Norway to the ferry. Quick 20-minute ferry ride across the harbor. Two guys set out on an adventure to explore the country. Welcome to Norway. Last time you saw me, I was in Frankfurt, Germany. Yesterday was a travel day. I left Frankfurt and I flew into Amsterdam.
We're well into descent, making good progress towards Amsterdam Airport.
Now this was my first time ever seeing the Netherlands, and I am half Dutch. So to see my homeland, or the homeland of my people, from the plane with all the windmills and the dikes and the flat land, it's beautiful. I get to Amsterdam and I'm not alone on this trip. I met up with, how do you want to be introduced? The man behind the camera.
My name's Magaster.
Hey man! To boost our immunity, wheatgrass. Cheers. This is the first thing when you land in a foreign country after traveling for a long time. You gotta boost the immune system with a wheatgrass shot.
Man, I think they're delicious.
Alright, should we just like point to the plane? You think they can hear us?
I don't know.
Can you hear us? It's kind of loud. We're on the tarmac. Last flight, next stop is Norway. I was gonna say after a long day of travel, but for me, realistically, Europe is so small where it was a nice easy day of travel. But Dylan came from Seattle, so he's been traveling for I think 15 hours. We made it to Norway. Oh shit. Actually, let's do it right now. Proper introductions. Dylan and I met almost, what, a year and a half ago?
Probably over 2 years ago.
We have some deep history. So we met via the internet. Dylan was in New York, and Dylan moved and bought a van and now has a killer YouTube channel where he documents people who live very inspirational lives, very minimalistic lives in vans.
That's what we're doing. We're teaming up. I'm here to shoot some video and take some photos.
It's my first time ever in Norway. It's your first time too, yeah?
It's my first time.
What do you think
Norway.
of it so far?
It's beautiful. It's a tidbit nippy, but...
A big announcement. I am now the face or the spokesperson of Paul & Shark. They're an Italian menswear company. They're the ones that I'm partnering with on this trip to do a 7-day-long adventure in Norway testing out their new fabric. It's the 777 fabric. It's the lightest, most durable fabric in the world. You have swim trunks, jackets, beanie, backpack, rain jackets, more t-shirts, everything. And it's completely water resistant. The weather in Norway can change very, very fast. The reason that we're in Norway is because Norway has more water than any country in the whole world. We always talked about, you know, one day going on a trip together and working together, and fast forward to the future and here we are in Norway working together.
Making dreams come true. Set your goals, make them attainable, and just figure out how to do it, because it's totally possible. We're proof it's possible. He's a dude from New Jersey, I'm a dude from Kansas, and our dreams are now our reality. It's crazy.
You gotta keep dreaming though.
Always dream. Dream big. Dream big.
Every day that we're here, we're doing activities to more or less test this gear. Today's activity, we're going surfing. You've never been, huh?
I've surfed twice,
Be honest,
but I was
be
by
honest with me.
myself. I was by myself, so I didn't know anything, and I didn't know how to pick out good waves, so it was pretty pathetic.
Okay.
It's practically my first time.
Yeah, I'll teach you. Never thought I would be saying, let's go surf in Norway. Where's that sun at? Where'd the sun go? This is fairly appropriate. I mean, we are testing out a rain jacket. The weather in Norway can change very, very fast. We didn't go out surfing earlier because it was kind of flat and choppy. Within the course of 2 hours, the wind switched, the clouds rolled in. Surf isn't really too good. You can't really go and ride these waves. You have the yin and the yang in life, sunny skies, not raining. You just have to make the best of it. First leg of the adventure off to a not so good start. When that happens, when it's happening, it can suck. It can feel really, really bad. But I do believe that when things don't go to plan, it's only leading you to other things that will be even better than what you expected. And with that said, time to move on, go into the next location. The journey's continuing. Let's do it. I'm about as far from civilization as you can get. That's where I stayed last night, in that house. 2-story structure, very, very basic and tiny, up here nestled in the mountains. Some weather's coming through, so let's go inside to film the rest of this and update you on what's going on this trip. Getting back to where we left off at the hotel, that morning when we were checking the surf, Dylan and I got into a bit of a creative disagreement.
I'm sure a disagreement happened. I'm not debating that. I don't know who's right and wrong here.
Take a step back, breathe, it's going to be okay. It's always going to be okay. No matter how bad it seems, and this is a lot deeper than just a trip to Norway, it will always be okay. It will get better, because if it's at the worst, it's gonna get, the only place it can go is up. After the surf check, the rain stopped for a bit and departed Sola Beach from the south heading north. We made our way through the rugged lowlands of Norway to the ferry. Quick 20-minute ferry ride across the harbor. Two guys set out on an adventure to explore the country. Our destination is Voss, about 6 hours north of Sola Beach. First time ever seeing the country. I mean, right now, looking out my window, you'll see in a sec, the mountains are menacing, and I have to say the drive from the south from Sola Beach to Voss is the most cinematic, breathtaking, spectacular, incredible landscapes that you will probably see on planet Earth. Describe to you how beautiful it is. My words don't do it justice. Lots of sheep. There's actually probably more sheep in Norway than there are people. That's no joke. We're cruising up through this rugged country and we come around this bend and we hear a noise so loud, so rumbling, so deep. We turn the bend, we pull up to the highest waterfall I have seen with my own two eyes. A friend of mine once told me, he said, I hope you see things in this world that make you feel small. This waterfall was something that made me feel small. The sheer power of that waterfall put into perspective the forces of nature and just how fragile humans are. This sounds very, very deep, but we are very insignificant in the grand scheme of nature. We arrived in Voss to do our next activity, whitewater kayaking. You may have noticed at that huge waterfall when we were driving here, the rapids are raging. We're doing something a bit more mellow, a bit more tame, just to get our sea legs or our kayak shoulders, whatever you want to call that.
The kayak booty.
Yeah, get the kayak booty, get the core engaged, because it's all core, shoulders. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go do this.
I'm ready.
Let's go kayak. Ready?
Kayak.
Well, we need a slap.
I can't move my arm any further.
Okay,
man.
we'll do it.
It's like to get it in.
We'll do a
the
fist
frame.
bump for a good transition.
All right.
Kayak on three. Let's go kayak.
Take a shower afterward and I can't get out of here. I get out of it all. A lot of people in the house. Gotta get out.
Any quick tips there?
Lean forward, paddle faster. That's what the pros say.
Surfing, kite surfing, whitewater kayaking sounded great to try on paper, but these are activities where, you know, you see someone do something extreme, they make it look very easy. That's because it's hard.
Take a shower afterward and I can't get out of here. I get out of it all. A lot of people in the house. Gotta get out. The radio's on down. Y'all know who to get out. Who to get out.
Water kayaking, very mellow run, but as you can see, I'm soaking wet. I went over, and the time I went over, I was paddling upstream to take a photo of all things, and I rolled. I got a solid run in, but whitewater kayaking is, it's pretty difficult, but it's something that I want to come back here and actually do over a period of time and get better and learn and learn. See how that weather's doing? All right, it's still pretty gnarly. Spent the night here, rested up, got our energy back up. Today we are departing on our next adventure. We are heading even farther north to the glaciers. If you enjoyed today's video and you love adventure, you love traveling, stick around, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video from the ice cave in Norway. As always, get out there. Remember to smile more, worry less, and live your passion. Keep on adventuring and seeing the world.